And welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Lily. Obviously you guys saw me make breakfast and I just made a coffee, my favorite time of the day. I just got the Breville Barista Express for Christmas. Before I had an espresso and I was kind of hit or miss if I would make a latte every day using my Nespresso, but ever since I've switched to freshly grinding beans, things like that, pulling a real espresso shot, I can actually tell such a huge difference in the way that the caffeine affects me, whether for good or for bad. I feel like for so long I was like, I'm kind of immune to caffeine. I don't really feel like it makes a difference. And I can totally tell when I make myself a latte with this machine that I'm like, oh, I actually feel awake and I feel like the caffeine's doing something. Same if I have too much coffee in the day, which right now I'm only doing one latte a day, really just like one caffeinated drink because of my pregnancy. But that's one thing I'm excited for postpartum, is just to be able to drink as much coffee as I want. Today is Thursday. I'm coming to you guys a little bit late for the weekly vlog, but honestly this week has been pretty boring. I have started working in the nursery and this week has been basically just painting all day every day. This is the longest it's taken me to do a room and a project, but I'll show you guys either in this vlog or once it's done what I'm doing. But I'm painting stripes and that has just taken me 10 times longer than I expected it to. I'm taking a break from all that today and I'm gonna run a ton of errands. On this table I have so many Amazon and Christmas and I don't know, just like random returns that need to be taken back. I'm gonna package up a lot of these, and today I'm kind of getting in that range where I'm like a little scared that I'm about to miss the return mark for Christmas gifts. I think I might have missed a return window for one of Caleb's gifts, which I'm really hoping that they will give me an exception because it was not like a cheap gift and it doesn't fit him, so there's no way we could even keep it. Let me close this blind real quick. That's a little bit better. The sun is finally out today. I'm so excited. It's been such a gloomy week. And the sun came out like yesterday at 4. I went for a long walk with my mother-in-law and I woke up this morning and actually saw the sunrise and there wasn't like clouds in the way, and so it's just been a really beautiful morning. Going back to what I have on the agenda today, I'm going to try to return as much of these items as I can. Some of them are just drop off. Some of them are Amazon orders that I've gotten over the past few days that I just don't like, which is just my experience with Amazon. I feel like for every 10 things I order, maybe every 20 things I order from Amazon clothing wise, maybe I keep like 1 or 2. So I'm taking back all the clothes that I've ordered. I'm trying to like order things for pregnancy and none of them were super flattering. So I should have guessed, just buying from Amazon. So I'm gonna do all those returns. Sorry, I'm saying like the same thing over and over. And then I also am on the hunt now that I've started in the nursery for nursery pieces and just like some general decoration things. And so I think I'm gonna go all the way up. It's like 45-minute drive to like where there's nice shops. So I probably will hit Home Goods. I wanna hit a few thrift stores, and then I need to do all these returns. I have to go to Target and do a return. So it's just gonna be a busy day of running around, but I'm prepped and ready mentally for it. Sometimes these are like exhausting days, but I'm also excited because I really hope to find at least some good things at Goodwill. Okay, this is the outfit of the day. The belly is definitely making an appearance. I really don't wear things that show off the belly, but today I was really feeling this sweater, and these pants, which just sit so low rise, are some of the only ones that really fit me. But I'm kind of liking having it peek out. I'll wear a jacket. It's pretty chilly outside. Not too bad, but I don't know. I always see the cutest girls on TikTok dressing the bump, and they have like the bump fully out, and I just don't feel like that's quite my speed or personality, but it is fun just to be like, okay guys, I am pregnant. You don't have to do a double take. I'll just help you out and show you that I do have a bump. I am 25 weeks pregnant and I'm definitely feeling it. It has gotten to the point where I'm not sleeping as good. I have limited mobility, just different. It's not like limited necessarily where I can't do things, but things just feel different these days, and it's definitely just being pregnant, and it's kind of just a crazy experience to hear about all of these side effects and then finally experience them for myself. I am constantly switching things from one purse to the other. I've been wearing my Baggu like crescent bag a lot more just because it's so easy to throw on and be hands-free. I also feel like it just, when I'm already wearing really puffy outfits, it's nice to have just something that I don't have to like try to keep on my shoulder. So that's why I feel like I have been carrying that around a little bit more. But today I'm going to go with my classic black tote. I just did all of my Target returns and I had to repurchase some slippers for my father-in-law that we got him for Christmas. I also grabbed these drinks. This is the Clean Simple Eats clear protein sodas. And I picked up, they had like a display by the checkout of all Clean Simple Eats protein powder. I almost bought like a full bag of the clear protein powder. And then I saw that they had sodas and I was like, oh, let me check that out. Because I don't really want to commit to like a $60, almost $70 bag of protein if I don't like love the taste. I've never had Clean Simple Eats protein, but I hear so many people online talk about it. So I picked that up, and then there was a Starbucks in there, so I just grabbed a venti cup of ice. So I want to try one of these. I was thinking the other day that I really am not prioritizing my protein intake this pregnancy. And while I don't think that's the most important thing, I definitely feel like I could be doing a better job. I eat a lot more whole foods than I do like protein focused foods. One can is 20 grams of protein. The ingredients look really good. It uses whey protein. So I'm gonna try this. This is the cherry lime. I love a cherry lime flavor soda. It's sour, but I really, really like it. I mean, it literally just tastes like a Poppy or an Olipop maybe. Hi guys, happy Friday. It's almost 11:30 and I have been working on the upstairs nursery, which I wanted to show you guys kind of what I'm thinking, the progress that I've made, the progress that still needs to be made, but I thought I would just hold the camera and show you. I feel like this week has been so boring because this has been my major project and I've just been like in this room working, and you guys don't want to see like tons and dozens of clips of me doing the same repetitive thing over and over, but I do think it's fun to kind of see projects before and as they're getting done, even though you guys probably won't get the final result of this room until quite a bit later. I'm not quite hungry yet, but I've been thirsty all day and I've already drank like a whole Stanley, and I cannot stop thinking about these clear protein drinks. So I'm gonna make myself one of them. I had kind of a late breakfast, so I'm not super hungry for lunch, so I'll just sip on this until lunchtime, and it should give me a little bit extra something in my stomach. I'm gonna be using the same Starbucks cup that I used yesterday. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but there's something in me that really, really loves a plastic reusable cup that you get from like a coffee shop or I don't know, just like somewhere out. I love, especially if it's a water cup, like I will refill, like if I had put water in this originally, this would be my water cup for the day. I don't know why I am that way, but there's something about having like a new cup that like gets me to drink more water. This is the room that I have been working on for our nursery. It was a very dark navy blue color in here, and none of the trim was done. None of the trim around the windows was painted, and I'm just such a sucker for white trim. That has been a lot of what my painting projects have consisted of, and why they've taken up so much of my time since moving into the house is just all of the detail work of trim and like painting around the windows, painting doors, things like that. So I feel like I'm always painting, but specifically in this room, it took so many coats of the white to cover both the trim and the really, really dark blue. So I felt like I painted for 3 days straight, and then now this is what I'm on to, which has taken the majority of my time. I have decided to paint stripes, And so this is all blue painter's tape that I have been putting up on the walls. I'm almost done with this wall, as you can see. And then I have this kind of half wall and then these two walls as well. And then I'll have to do around the doors, and then I'll tape off all of the trim on the top and the bottom. It's definitely a very time-consuming project, but I have the time, so that's not necessarily the issue. It's just kind of getting work done whenever I can and whenever I have the ability to. So that's kind of why I took some time off yesterday and like went and ran a bunch of errands, because I've just been in the house doing this room, working on this room for what seems like pretty non-stop, which is really nice. I love whenever I get to just like focus in on a project. Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. Sorry that the air is loud in my car. I'm trying to get my windshield to defrost. It is cold. It snowed over the weekend. And honestly, it's just been a very slow, classic weekend where Caleb gets home, we do stuff around the farm. I painted all weekend. I was not joking when I told you guys that this was kind of a boring vlog, and I'm so sorry about that. But today is exciting because I'm going in to get my hair done. I've talked about this multiple times on here, but I have always wanted brightness around my face, and I've never been able to get what I exactly want from a salon. And so today is the day. I've had this appointment booked out for like a month and a half maybe. I went to this girl to get my hair cut a few months ago, and then we booked this appointment for after the holidays, and we're doing like a full blonde kind of touch up. I don't really want like more of like a blonde lived in blondish brunette, but definitely adding some dimension to my hair, which I'm so excited for. And I have such a specific vision, and that's why I think I get scared to let anyone touch my hair, because if it doesn't look the way that I want it to, I'm just so picky. I can't be like talked into liking something. Like I either like it or I don't, and hair just feels more permanent than a lot of other things, and that's why I have a hard time pulling the trigger. Plus it's an investment, so that's what we're up to today. It is 8:30. My appointment's at 9:30, and it's about 40 minutes away, so I'm gonna go ahead and start driving. I'm gonna stop at Starbucks and get a drink, and then I'm also going to get my girl a drink as well. So that is kind of why we're leaving a little early.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started with?
Yeah, can I please get a grande iced dirty chai?
There's that.
Thank you. Coffee is secured. Now it's time to get the hair done. Okay, you guys, I'm back home. I just got home from my appointment, and the hair is done and refreshed. We went with a very blended, lived-in blonde look, and I'm actually loving it so much. I still feel like myself, which is what I was a little bit nervous for, but at the same time, I just kind of feel refreshed. And she did pretty much exactly what I was asking for. I am very happy with how bright I look around my face, but it's not too much to where I'm like, whoa, who is that? So I'm very happy with how much time and effort she put into this. I was there for almost 7 hours. It was insane. And it's just because I have pretty much virgin hair, and she was like, you have so much hair. It's very like fine textured, but it just took forever to do foils. I think it took her like almost 4 hours to do foils. And then of course I have to sit and process, and then the toning process, and then blow drying, curling, all of that. I thought I had a lot more time to do things today, but I really don't. So I'm gonna make dinner and I'm gonna start editing this vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like I never do outros anymore, but I seriously just appreciate it so much. And I have really found a love for YouTube just in the last few months. I was playing around with different formats of content creation, and I still kind of have my hand in like short form a little bit, but my true love is definitely long form content where I can just like chat with you guys and show you a little bit more in depth of what my life looks like without it being really difficult for me to pick the camera up. And so I've just been very thankful for that. And even on slow weeks like this week, it's just nice to be able to talk and chat throughout my days, and I just love it. I tell my friends that I wish that everyone had a YouTube channel because I think it's so fun to watch people's lives and catch up and keep up with what they're doing and things like that. I know that it's not for everyone, but I hope that it's just like a fun little peek into my life. And sometimes I feel like there's not a lot going on, but YouTube just provides such a fun outlet for me, especially because I'm home alone so much. And I just have really valued that piece of getting to talk about boring, girly chit-chat things. And I've been so encouraged by so many of you that have followed along, and it's just so sweet that there's a little community here, and I feel just very thankful for everyone that stops by and watches. I hope you all have the best week, and I'll see you in my next vlog.